So, as part of rethinking freedom, this is my whole life right at this point, and hopefully moving forward. It's basically December, it's winter month, so these plants are a little worse for wear. However, wanted to take you along for a second here. So, I'm always, I shouldn't say amazed, but amused is more like it. When I meet people who, when I talk to them about growing loofah, and they're like, loofah? Thought it was just something that you buy at the store. And yes, it is. You can buy the real loofah or synthetic made loofah in the store. But this is a loofah plant. This is literally where loofah comes from. And it's edible, not in this form, but let me see if I can find one. So I have a couple varieties of loofah here. As you can see, this is slightly different. These are all too hard. You can't eat them at this stage. This is a different variety, so you see it looks a little different. Now, when the loofah is much smaller and soft, this one is still soft, but it's still too mature. You can actually eat loofah. It's in the family of the cucumber, and people eat the tender loofahs. But if you let them grow and mature, I'm gonna get this, and then you have basically this. And inside of this are a whole ton of seeds. So I started with maybe just like 6 loofah seeds, and now I literally have loofahs coming out. You see, these are the seeds coming out of my ears. So I actually did not plant these last year, um, but I had left some that fell to the ground, and then they just produced. I'm going to recycle this. I recycle everything, so that goes back into the garden. But at any rate, you just peel everything off. You shake and get all the seeds out. I like to boil mine down, and sometimes I'll boil it with essential oils. You can cut it into different sizes. You can cut it and then sew it together so like it's flat. And you can use this on your body to clean your house, your dishes, all of that. So that's a loofah plant. There's just so much that you can do with nature. So I want you to come over here for a second. I went with a friend who is an herbalist, and she wanted to get passion flower from someone that she had met. I didn't know anything about passion flower. But at any rate, I ended up getting some passion flower, and lo and behold, passion flower has so many medicinal benefits. You can Google this yourself, but you can use it as a sleep aid. It helps to relax the nervous system. And everything about this passion flower plant, you can use the leaves, and this thing just spread. You can use the actual flower. And I didn't think about the fact that since I kept harvesting all the flowers, I was actually preventing myself from getting any fruit. So I did not harvest some of the flowers, and here are some of the passion flower fruits. Now, never grown this before. This is my first year. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to look like when it's ready, but it's getting cold. So if I have another cold front come in, I'm just gonna harvest them anyway. But you can basically use the passion flower, almost every part of the passion flower, to take care of yourself, your health. And of course, anytime that you're growing things, you're always going to have other things that want to grow and eat. So this is a caterpillar. They can be pretty destructive, but for the most part, if it's not an infestation, I let them eat, because I believe that all living things have, should be able to live as well. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is this thing that actually is completely planted in the wrong place. It's a peach tree. So a friend of mine, Nancy, if you're watching this, dropped off a dead plant. It was pretty much dying at my doorstep, and said, if anyone can bring this to life, you can. And so I just made a little room for it there, not really thinking about what a whole big peach tree might look like. But that is the peach tree. This is its 2nd year, and so in its 3rd year, it's going to stop producing peaches. So I'm really excited about what that's going to look like next year. I do have to come and trim and prune and stuff, but did you know that you can harvest peach leaves? Peach leaves can be used to, like as a mild laxative. So if you're having constipation, there are also other benefits. And so all through nature, like God pretty much gives us everything that we need. And each year I get to add at least one or two additional things to my garden. And my goal is to just learn how to take care of myself and the people that I love from nature, because it's all here. You really do not need to go to a pharmacy for anything. So, rethinking freedom. I'm going to encourage you during these winter months, if you can, to think about what starting a garden might look like for you. It could be that you actually have space. It could be that you're growing in containers. But each and every one of us is capable of growing something no matter where we live. Think about it.